Okay, so someone donated by the name of Recovery Yoga UK. So whoever you are, Recovery Yoga UK, thank you. I don't know what your personal name is, that must be your business. But that's what your payment showed up as in my PayPal. So anyway, let's have a look at this one. This one is a plant that's well known in Uruguay, and there's apparently two varieties. A silver one, where you can see there, it's got like a silver sort of reflection, and then a really green version, like this one here. And I've been using both, and this one's a bit thinner, this one grows a bit bigger. So let's just open those two pictures and see if they even distinguish there's a difference there. And yeah, I've been foraging this a lot while I've been in Uruguay. So the liver and the kidneys. So we're about to put the lore, L-O-R-E, to the test, and let's see what we can find out about this plant. So there we go, it is used to protect the liver, prevent ulcers, purify the blood, aid digestion, reduce fever and cause abortion. So it's an abortion meat, you've got to be careful with that. Including treating chest pain, angina, diabetes, obesity, kidney disease, intestinal worms as well, viral infections which go along with worms, because worms sort of go hand in hand with mucus filled with viruses, and poor blood circulation. And it's also being used to increase fire. I did get a little bit of that off it. Also, when I cook it, I can feel that. I do feel a tiny bit of purification from it. Ulcers, I do feel that energy in there of its bitterness. It's quite bitter. And the kidneys and liver, well, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what everyone uses it for. So let's have a look at this. I think it's called Baccharis genistylidis. But let's have a look here. Yep. Well, this one called Baccharis trimera. Oh, we do want to translate. So this is the normal variety, very green looking, and then there's a silver type of this Carqueja that they call it here. Okay, I don't know why it's not translating. The internet is going slow. Oh, there it is. So, okay, we're going to have to wait 1 minute. So there's the normal variety anyway, and let's see if we can translate this. Yeah, it grows in the middle of like hot, sand on the beach and stuff, so it's a very hardy plant as well. And here's the silver version of it. See how it's slightly more silver than this green one here? So that's how you know you've got the silver one. Now I don't know if there's too much of a difference in it. It just seems smaller. Maybe we can find that out. Oh, okay, so this one is Genistylodius. Genistylodies baccharis. And that looks to me more like the silver one. The other one's really green, as you can see here. So let's see. Amarga. Okay. This looks like the Trimera, and then this one was... what was it called again? We have the name if you reverse the... oh, here it is. Genistylodies. So I think that's the difference there. At a quick look. And translate. Names. There's the Genistylodius there. Terra and Trimera here. says the same things here. Also to treat skin wounds, so you can apply it directly. It relieves swelling and inflammation and improves the blood flow. So let's go to a more in-depth uses. Okay, so it's pretty much just saying the same thing. See if there's any side effects here. That's why I like WebMD, just to have a quick look at first, because it will have, it will for sure have the side effects, you know. Because I don't know, that it's more the establishment, they're more astute sort of thing. Naturopaths might be a bit more just wanting to, you know, get people to use it, like myself, I'm in that camp. So often we kind of, not ignore, but don't mention as quickly the side effects. So always look into it for yourself, and that's why you should. Because sometimes people are just making a video on the positive factors of a weed, and like myself, I usually try and just focus on the positives. But quickly, sometimes I like to check WebMD because they usually do list side effects. Asteraceae family with the marigolds, the daisies, the chrysanthemums. Reaction there. Let's see what they say about dosing. Depends on your age. Doesn't mention pregnancy here. Usually they would have something about pregnancy, so maybe it's okay for pregnant women. And there's no max dosage limit, so it seems pretty safe. And I've been having it for months. It seems to be a nice stripper to clean your insides out a bit, replace some bile, help in that way. I don't know exactly how it helps the liver and kidneys, and that's what I was hoping to discover today. So there's the Trimedia one, definitely that one. And this one is B. Okay. So let's have a look at the medicinal properties here. Anti-anemic, anti-asthmatic, antibiotic, anti-diarrheal, anti-diabetic, anti-dyspeptic, anti-flu, anti-inflammatory, anti-inflammatory again, double anti-inflammatory, anti-rheumatic, anti-trypanosoma cruzi, which is a bacteria, I can't read that because it's in Spanish, some kind of bacteria or something, okay, which causes Chagas disease. It's an appetizer, it's an aromatic, a calagoga. Are we still in, we're in English here, yeah, okay. I don't know if they mean chalagog there. Let's see what it means. If they mean chalagog with a CH. Oh, it's misspelled as well. Okay. Chalagog are drugs or plant extracts that facilitate the expulsion of bile. So that's what I was saying. It would help clean your bile, your gallbladder, and so on. And that's probably why it's good for the liver as well. So it's almost always accompanied by an intestinal purgative action, and so then that's why you've got the other lists on the other websites linking it to anti-worm and clearing out your worms as well. So this would be a good tea to take while you're taking a little shot of macerated black walnut, wormwood and cloves or something. You know, you would macerate those together, take a shot because it's going to be disgusting, and then have a tea of this after. And because this is a bitter sour sort of plant, you would hide this behind some hibiscus and stevia. And stevia is kind of antibacterial, it's anti-Lyme disease, and also has that really sweet flavour to hide these bitter herbs behind it. So you enjoy it, and you can do it every day. And hibiscus is a diuretic anyway, so it's going to help all this stuff out and be a chalagog even more. Let's continue. So it's a depurative, digestive. What does depurative mean? I actually don't know. Never looked into the definition here. Yeah, a purifying and detoxing effect, that's what I assumed. Okay, so why do you call it a depurative? Shouldn't it be a propurative? Anyway, digestive, diuretic, emollient, so that means it makes things like wet. That's interesting. Eupeptic, not 100% sure what that one means. Let's have a quick look. Good spirits. Okay. Hepatic stimulant, and I did feel that from it. Hepatic stimulant as well, so I felt that. Stomach, febrifuge, anti-fever, hepatoprotective, which means for the liver. Hypocholesterolemic, so anti-cholesterol. Hypoglycemia, laxative. Molluscicide against molluscicide against Biomplaria glabrata, intermediate host of Schistosoma mansoni, which is causative of schistosomosa. So like schizophrenic, I'm thinking. Some bacteria or something associated with it. This is interesting. I might actually have a look at this. So anti-crazy. This could be considered an anti-crazy herb. Oh yeah, so a waterborne parasite causes intestinal schistosomiasis. So like a problem in the gut, a dysbiosis of the gut. Okay, so nothing to do with schizophrenia. However, some people say schizophrenia is associated with certain lack or certain types of gut bacteria, because we know about the gut-brain axis. So it could even be connected to schizophrenia in some form. Sudorific, again, I don't know what that one means. Let's have a look here. And vermifuge, it says on the... Okay, so it causes sweating. Sudorific means it causes sweating, which is another type of anti-parasitical, purgative, get toxins out of your body action. It's a tonic, which means you can take it a lot at low doses. So it's not like a medicine where you might take a high dose purge. Like a psychedelic is a really good example of a medicine. You want to take it sparsely, integrate the psychedelic experience in your life for months, probably 2 years. And you don't want to take a psychedelic every day at microdoses. That's what a tonic is, not really a medicine. Because medicines can be a lot harsher, and often you're trying to take it for a short period of medicine, and something like a tonic like this you can take more often at lower doses, but quite often. Also says it's a vermifuge, which means anti-worm. Okay, indications for febrile affections, I don't know what that is. Gastric, intestinal, urinary, definitely would help with urinary tract problems, prostate probably even. Hepatic and biliary disorders, jaundice and gallstones. After, tonsillitis, anemia, angina, anorexia, asthma, asthenia. I'm just going to have a look at that because I don't know what it is. Asthenia. Of energy, probably accompanying cachexia and stuff like that, and anorexia. Azea, I can't be bothered looking what that means. Asthmatic, bronchitis, chagas, venereal, adjuvant of slimming regimens. Cholesterol reduction of 5 to 10%. Liver detox, diabetes, diarrhea, dyspepsia, venereal diseases, diseases of the bladder, liver, kidneys, pancreas, vacuum, spasms, female sterility, stomitis, pharyngitis, wounds, throat, gastritis, gastroenteritis, gingivitis, gout, dropsy, male sexual impotence, throat inflammations, inflammations of the urinary tract, loose intestine, leprosy, poor digestion, malaise, poor circulation, obesity, belly pressure, rheumatism, ulcers, and worms. Whoa, okay, so that's a lot of uses. That's really good. I didn't think it would be this amazing, to be honest. So there you go. I've been having this one wild. I'm going to have even more now. I'm probably going to chew on it. Just like I'm going to grab a branch and chew on it when I'm walking around. Okay, let's finish looking at this Carqueja now, and I thought I would skip over the how to use, but let's look into it, because some people who are not so adept don't know how to use herbs. Remember, it's a tonic, so you're going to be okay. In other words, you won't run into too much trouble, because it's not something that's super strong or super crazy or going to harm you intensely. But anyway, here they say, okay, take 1 to 2 spoons after eating. Infusion, 1 spoon of coffee in half a litre of water. 2.5 infusion decoction. I don't understand why they're mentioning coffee. Oh, for a bath. Okay. Anyway, let's move on to the other articles here. See if they've got anything else to add. There's the pretty flowers that green variety throws off. Nothing new mentioned. I think really that Wikipedia article done a really good job there, because all we're seeing is the same repeated stuff. Sudorific, yeah, we had that. Here we go. How to drink. Place 25 grams of branches in 1 litre of boiling water. Take up to 3 capsules a day in capsules and 3 cups a day in tea. And yeah, you can have that for quite a while, a month or two, without any problems, I'm sure. But make sure you check. Feel yourself, you know, if you feel something weird happening, you might want to back up off it, just in case you've, I don't know, created some crazy alteration. Most likely you're going to be okay, but sometimes with herbs it can be better safe than sorry. But this is a tonic, remember, so tonics are more lame, less intense. And here they're giving another name, Baccharis articulata. Look, they're all, and here we go, and so that's in Uruguay, Brazil, and trimedia, species found in Uruguay. So that's the one I'm dealing with, that trimedia one, but there's apparently this one as well. Let's just quickly Google that and see if that comes out as the silver one. Okay, I can't really specifically tell there. That could be the silver one because it's skinnier. So that might be the name of the silver one as well. Either way, they're pretty much the same thing. No extra information here. Okay, let's look at the last website now. The silver Carqueja seems a little bit more intense than the other one. I did find it to be a little bit more bitter. Maybe it's a little bit more intense. Natural diuretic, blah blah blah. We've gone through all this. Gout, liver cramps. You know, we don't need to even read more. I think that Wikipedia article pretty much had it. So if you see this, it looks different to anything in the environment. Very easy to identify. That's why I started using it, because you know, sometimes I can't identify everything for sure, and I'd just rather be safe than sorry. But with this, it's very easy to identify. Nothing else really looks like it. You've only got this green version and then a version that's more silver, like I showed you. So there you go, there's Carqueja. ConsciousZine.com Chronicles.